Welcome, Deviant Drivers, to another episode of A Drink with a Driver. I'm joined with Glovis. Glovis, what's up, man?
Not much.
Teammates.
Happy to, be replacing Junkai for the day. He's with 12 dudes right now, in case you guys want to know what he's up to.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that's all we know, by the way, is what he's doing is he's with 12 dudes.
That's all he said.
So,
He gave no more details than that. So we have to go by what he said. He said he was with 12 dudes. So he did not have time to do Drink with a Driver. So I guess he's drinking with 12 dudes, and God
well,
only knows
we
what's
don't know
gonna happen
anything with
there.
12 dudes. We don't know what he's doing with those dudes, but he left it out for a reason.
Uh, but we're not all alone tonight, Glovis. We did bring somebody along with us. So tell us, Glovis, who do we have?
We have Mr. Komakopa.
Yes, aka Junkai's number one fan.
Yeah, right, somewhere there. Yeah, I didn't know that
Welcome.
what Junkai looked like without any beard, but I'm surprised to see that right now. So, hi, Junkai. Hi, everyone.
Hey, yeah, that's right. When Junkai shaves, he looks like he's 16 again. So, yeah, yeah, that's welcome, Komakopa. Welcome. You've been a member with us for quite some time. So
Sure.
yeah, and I think you provided us some really cool video back in the day of uh from France with or yeah, yeah, you
Yeah,
did. You gave us some video of the racetrack
yeah. So I grew up.
in Mom's car.
Yeah, yeah. I grew up like 2, maybe 4 minutes, depending on where you are going from Le Mans track. My parents still live there, so every time I'm visiting, you drive there on a daily basis when you live there. So I wanted to share that because it's pretty unique and it's amazing. And the 24 hour of Le Mans are this weekend, so perfect,
Oh,
perfect.
yeah. Okay. Nice. So, what's everybody drinking tonight, Glovis?
I'll start it off. I got a homemade lime Italian soda. I didn't realize how potent food coloring was, so it's really green. And I haven't taken a sip yet. So we'll get to that one later.
Coma, what you got?
I got the Voodoo Ranger, the Imperial IPA.
Okay.
I actually discovered that brand because of that podcast. I think Junkai was talking about it, and I was like, oh, I need to try it. So very good. I like it.
Nice, nice, very good, very good. Well, I am typically I do have Coors Light here, but since Junkai's not here, then I'm gonna go ahead and go to uh my Crown, which I've got. I can't drink it when he's
Look
on
at that
here, 'cause-
elixir.
huh?
Look at that elixir you got.
Yes, yes, this was a gift from one of our members, Arcane. Got
Arcane
this.
gave it there.
Yeah, it's cool. It's got the world on it. It's really, really neat. So, yeah. So I'll drink that tonight since Junkai's not here. So
You didn't talk about our shirts.
you didn't talk about my shirt.
We have
I'm
nothing to
not talking
say.
about your shirt.
So we have two Ohio State fans here. Yes, they both have t-shirts. So Ohio State. So yes, I guess I'm outnumbered here, aren't I?
I'm not surprised that your Clemson shirt's a work polo too, by the way. Because it wouldn't be a nice t-shirt. It wouldn't be. Why would it?
I don't I don't have t-shirts,
And
Glovis.
you have jeans. You have jeans and khakis on right now.
I have jeans on, yeah.
Yeah, 8:30, rocking the jeans. Probably been home for hours, but you can't break them loose.
It's true. It is true. Everything that he says is true. Yep. So, so Coma, tell us when we start with the new members on the podcast, we always start with interview questions. So, Glovis, how was it?
Something.
So, tell us, Coma, um, how long have you been playing GT, like Gran Turismo? Tell us kind of your background.
Yeah, so I was a Call of Duty player like when I was young, and then I had kids and all that and life and everything. So I went back to video games with F1 games, and I found a league. I was involved in that league, but then I wanted to try VR. That's something that I always wanted to try. And the only game on PS5 on VR was Gran Turismo. So I bought Gran Turismo. I never play otherwise, like only VR. I never played the game in a different way. So only VR. I learned the game VR. And I loved it so much. I was like, I need to find a league the same way that I'm racing league in F1. So I made some research and I think I found you guys on Reddit, something like that. I think that was Reddit. And I played a month, I think, before to find you. So I jumped in. That was the end of the season. It was one race left. So I did the trial with Glovis. He said you're fast enough to be in. That was not GTD at that time, but that was something different. I don't
Yeah,
remember.
GT World.
Yeah. And I did the last race with you guys, which was Nürburgring with rain.
Oh, I remember
I
that.
remember that. Yeah.
I don't know that track at all. First time on it. Um, really like a month experience with GT cars. I probably spent 3 times a lap, every single lap. I finished way behind everyone. I was in Junkai's team. And Junkai was like, "Don't worry, it's a difficult track. I'm not using any assist, so I don't have the line, I don't have the braking. So I was just learning the track." So I was like, "Well, that's great." And then the next season, Chaotica draft me, so I was in his team with the Ferrari. And surprisingly, I was doing better. Like I practiced a lot and I was doing a lot better. And I finished in the first seven to be a captain the next season. So that's this season right now is my third full season, and I did the last race of another season. So, and I love it. I don't know if you cut that or not, but I am in charge of an F1 tier in another league. I know the amount of time and energy and frustration that it is to run a league. You guys are doing an amazing job, and it's so easy to say when something is not going your way or when you're frustrated about the league or the track that we choose are not good or the new rules are bullshit or but it's so hard to run a league to make everyone happy to still have time to practice to still have time to enjoy what you're doing but putting all this time. So I just wanted to say that you're doing an amazing job, all of you. I love the league. I wish it was every single Sunday. It is not, so I found another one for this Sunday in between. But yeah, I really love the group. I love the league. I love everything that's happening on Discord. Sometimes a little bit too much, but
Well, thank you so much. That means a lot. We do, as you pointed out, we do put there's a lot of time and behind the scenes that go into it, and so thank you. We do appreciate that. Glovis and I, and Junkai, and the Chaotic, and all the mods and everybody behind the scenes watching right now. Definitely, we do very much appreciate your words. So thank you so much. We're glad you're enjoying it. We hope that we can continue to keep up the high standard and potentially make it better as we move forward going on. So what do you drive with? You're in VR, so what kind of wheel setup are you using?
so I have in front of me right now, I have the DD Plus the 18 NM. That's a beast. I it's crazy. The realism that you can feel through that, it's crazy. I have the F1 Esport wheel because I studied on for the F1. I like it. I am considering maybe buying a wheel with a little bit more button because there's sometimes like I'm missing something. So in VR, we already don't have a lot of information, but sometimes I would like to have more things to map to my wheel. And I have the V3 pedals. I love them. I When I was looking for a setup, everyone was telling me you have to put money not on the base, not on the wheel, but on the pedals. And if I have an advice, that will be this one. Like the pedals are so important. And yeah, the VR, it's just I love it. I cannot drive without the VR. I never experienced racing without the VR. And I know you two jumped on the VR, and I don't think you can go back to not be VR. Just amazing.
It is. It really once I did the transition, I haven't driven non-VR since I got VR. And you're right. It's basically almost the same thing as going from controller to wheel. I know Glovis, you can go back to controller, but once you make that transition to wheel, I cannot drive on controller anymore. And likewise, I couldn't go. I can, but I don't. It's so different to not be in VR that I don't want to do it. Which is funny because I have a very expensive setup, which VR invalidates like about half of the stuff that's on it. Uh, I just totally don't even need. But yeah, you're 100% right. Once you experience it, get used to it. It is a different dynamic. When you first do it, it's almost kind of a disorienting kind of thing. But once you get used to it, it's perfect.
Yeah. The immersion I had at Fuji that we will talk later about with the rain and all that. It's just crazy. Like I think the first for a couple of laps at the
Hmm.
beginning of the race and the immersion with the rain and all that, like you're driving, you're braking next to another car, you're just looking on the side, you can see the other driver. I think I flip you out many times during the race. You cannot see that. You cannot see your hand moving, but it's coming. They said that it's coming. Yeah, they said that if you will be connected with like sensor, and if you're moving your hands, it
I'm
will
gonna
move.
hit everyone with one of these.
That's gonna be great. That's gonna be great. I
Especially,
hope that,
especially with team comms, easily.
especially with
I
team.
mean, the GTA, you're gonna be driving one hand on the wheel and just giving orders in the third behind.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. I hope that does come about. That would be really, really immersive because I have the triple monitors, which triple monitors does a lot if you have the flexibility for it. The console doesn't provide for it. But with VR, it's so cool, and GT Gran Turismo's done such a great job with modeling the interiors that, especially on Sunday Cup driving, half the time when I first get in the car, all I'm doing is I'm just looking around, like I'm like, man, this is so neat, like seeing the interior of the car and and you feel like you can push the buttons even though you can't, but you feel like they're right there. It's so cool. It's so great. I can't
I,
wait for them to make it better.
I run the F1 series with Saito, and in those open car, it's even the immersion is so good. It's
Oh, I bet you, because you can see the tires right there in front of you.
tire wear. You can see the tire wear. You can see.
Yeah, you can see the grading on the tires differently.
It's so cool.
Yeah.
So cool. So awesome. So in real life, Coma, what do you drive?
I have a Jaguar F-Pace.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So the story behind that, because there is a story behind that. So you mentioned that I am from France, from Le Mans. And when I was a little kid, so I went to probably, so I'm old now, I'm 44. But I think I missed maybe eight edition of the 24 Hour of Le Mans. I went to all of them when I was a kid. Um, and there was a car that I was amazed in front of every time that I was there. That was the purple Jaguar.
Oh,
And
the K9.
yeah,
That's awesome.
because that was the only car on the grid that you cannot see the rear wheel. And I was like, I was a little kid and I was like, why? Like, so my dad explained to me the aerodynamic and all that. And I was like just amazed in front of that car. And when you are at Le Mans, you can touch the car the week before. So I mentioned that this week is the week before. You can walk on the circuit during the day. You can go to the pit, all the car are there. You can touch them. There is like nothing. You can be in the car, not in the car, but next to the car. So I was amazed. And I always said, when I'll be older, I'll drive a Jaguar. There is no other way. So when I start making money and moving to the US, help with that and all that, I bought an F-Pace. I'm not saying I'll do it again, but yeah, it's a good car.
Good. Good. Well, awesome. That's good. That's a good story. And I'm sure Jaguar it would be glad to hear that. They'd love that as a positive testament for advertising. Yeah, that was what was it was the purple one. What was Glovis, you're really good with liveries. What was the sponsor on it?
It was Silk Cut.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was
Yeah, the
the
cigarette
purple
brand.
like catching, and the logo was yellow. It's beautiful.
I have a recent photo of it if you want to add it to the
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah, it's a cool car. I remember. Yeah, because you're right. There was also the other one was the Chaparral had the same cover over the back wheel.
Yeah, the two
Did,
jet.
did, did the same thing. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Um, okay, so we asked this question with every single person that's new to the channel, and this is always sure to catch a lot of people's attention. So. Komakopa, if you were able to hit or push or bump or knock out of the way another deviant driver penalty free, who would that person be?
That's a good question. I I should go with the first one that came in my mind when you start talking about that. I actually have two, but I think I have to take my revenge on Junkai at Brazil. He pushed me out of nowhere. I lost my second spot. So penalty free, he's in front of me. I can guarantee you that he's going over the wall.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
Junkai.
I think that's the first time anybody's ever picked Junkai. I don't know if
Yeah,
they're just
no,
afraid or
no
what, but
fear.
awesome. Good pick.
But
Who's runner up? Just out of curiosity.
yeah, just I never race with him in Deviant, but I race with him everywhere else, like ACC, F1. It's Bongit. And when he did the podcast, he said he'll push me. So yeah, definitely him. I probably did it already. Maybe not intentionally, or maybe. Who knows? But yeah, Junkai first if he's in front of me, and then Bongit. And they're teammates, so that's
It's a
a
twofer. Two for
double.
one.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice. Awesome. All right. So, well, thank you, Coma. Thanks for letting all of us get to know you. So the item at hand that we're here to talk about is the past weekend, which was absolutely nuts. Um, Rain at Fuji. Um, we all ran GTD Pro. So, let's just start off talking about the race. Glovis, go ahead and lead us off. What did you think? How did it go for you? I know we're teammates, so we were talking the entire time, but let everybody know.
Uh, I thought it went pretty well. Um, it was so nice to drive again. I haven't driven the Group Threes since the finale, which that was definitely over a month ago.
Yeah.
So I haven't driven at all, and it was so, oh my gosh. I'm at the point where it's like I can't wait till Tokyo. As soon as that race ended, I'm like, I need to do this again because it was like mid season or off season, you're just kind of like, we got races whenever. But now it was exhilarating. I mean, it was the pack was so tight everywhere. Like I know it separated into two, but it never really got out of hand for anyone. And I mean, cars were like, I saw this watching the stream at Interlagos. I wasn't there, but like it is so tight. Everyone is at such a high level and right on top of each other. Like you cannot slip up. That's how this was. Fuji kind of sucks. We all know that. Like that last sector is terrible, and then throwing rain is even worse. But I loved it, and it dried up perfectly, so we didn't have to race in the rain the whole time.
Coma, how did it go for you?
Not great. It was terrible. No, and nothing with like the group or like it. I feel like this year we are way more aware of the car around. Like every single start is good, every single lap turn one is good. So nothing with that. But I did so many mistakes in that race. I enjoyed Interlagos a lot more. But this one, until the safety car, I was pretty good. I think I was P4 or P5. So we decided with Cam, we didn't decide. We just went with the feeling. We started on medium because I refused, and that's just me. And I love the immersion, and I try every time I sit on my rig to be as close as I can to a real race. And I refused to pit lap one. I was like, this is not happening in real life. Nobody will just do one lap on hard and pit to put mediums on. So I was like, I'm not doing that. So we went on and on and on with the mediums. And then Cam was like, if we don't pit for hard, we're screwed. And I was like, he's right. I need to pit. So I waited until I saw the rain on the radar and I said, okay, I'm doing one lap on hard and then it will be time for intermediate rain tires. And I did it perfectly. At the end of my lap, that was time for the wet tires, and I pitted at the same time as everyone. And then I go to the safety car, I put map six, do the last lap, and then everybody's going. And then as soon as we go green light, I see Mercury on my side and I think Preston or something. I was like, and I think you can hear that on my stream. I was like, those guys are cheating. Like they go full gas before the green light. That there is no other way. So I was kind of started to build frustration, and I was like, okay, that's fine, that's fine. So I went from P4 to P6 or something like that. And then we do one lap. I was keeping up with everyone, and then exit of the last turn, going to the long straight. I saw Junkai, Cam, and Chaotica, I think, passing me, and I was like, "What's going on? Like, are my pedals not going to 100%?" And then I realized I was still on map six,
Oh.
and I said that to Cam in the chat, and he was like, "Okay, next time I'll remind you." I said, "No, you don't need to do that." But yeah, just mistake. And then trying to push too much, I spun twice. So then I decided, okay, F it, I need to just try something. So I put hard. I think I was the first one to put back hards, and I catch up quite fast the guys that stayed on wet or inter. So I think yeah, that was not enjoyable.
Yeah, it's a mistake we have all made. Ever going back, gosh, how many years we've been doing this, Glovis? It was real early back when we first introduced safety car. Everybody knew flip to fuel map six. And every single person, I believe, has at some point forgotten to flip back to fuel map one. And it takes you a second. It's happened to all of us, and you're like, "What is going on here?" because I do remember that restart. I don't particularly remember your car, but I do remember a bunch of cars. And at the restart, I remember I was next to, I think it was Preston, and I got next to him, and then I moved out from behind him at the restart, and immediately all I could see was a bunch of just mist from all these cars. I couldn't see shit in front of me, and I was like, I know turn one's coming up, but I can't see anything. And everybody just went in and yeeted it right into turn one, three wide. Miraculously, I think everybody made it through. I don't think there was any incidences. We all made it through there, and controlled and everything. I don't remember there being too many actual incidences at all throughout the whole race, which is ironic, being
Junkai by himself.
yeah, yeah. A couple people, slid on grass or whatnot, but nothing egregious. I don't think. And but
I had really good battle with you at the beginning and with Keorika for like probably a good third of the race.
yeah,
That's what I enjoy a lot with that group, that you can battle. There's always space. There is mistakes. Everybody's doing mistakes. That's fine.
yeah.
Uh, Lovis can say that last week I pushed him at Daytona. Uh, and yeah, he pushed me at Le Mans. So that was just.
Okay, but you got me a second time. There's a second time.
Probably, yeah.
I don't remember when.
You
But
owe me one.
keep going. I'm gonna think about this one.
But yeah, I that's what I enjoy with that group, is that you can battle, it's respectful. And for me personally, I start to know the guy that I'm racing, so I know that if I race Merc, I know how you drive, and I know if I can go a little bit more, or if I race Junkai, I know I need at least 3 car length around me if I don't want him to touch me because he doesn't break. So yeah.
Yeah. So it was interesting. Everybody loves rain. Well, I won't say everybody loves rain, but everybody wants to have a rain race. So we've had a guaranteed rain race. Um, and so it's interesting dynamic. We put random on all tracks, and even the ones that can have rain generally don't rain. I don't know, Glovis, have we had one that came up with
The
rain
only
at random?
one I ever remember, it wasn't even GT3. It was I mean, I know Group 4 had it when they did Nürburgring.
Yeah,
And then I know in Sunday Cup, I mean, this was probably season 1 when we did
yeah,
the twos at Suzuka when it poured.
yeah,
I don't know if you remember that one, but
yeah,
that was a downpour. Race started wet and it didn't drop until a few minutes left.
yeah. So,
And
yeah,
it dries so quickly this race.
it did.
It
Yeah.
It
was
did.
crazy. I did some practice during the week, and I was the only car on track, so I don't think you have the flow of the car to dry the track fast enough. But I was really surprised. Like 2 laps after the rain stopped, it was almost already, you can see the line already.
It took like four minutes because
Yeah.
rain stopped at like around the 14, 15 minute mark. And me and Mark went in at like 10 minutes.
Hmm.
Off, I think.
Yeah. 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 We put softs on for the last stint. Worked out well. Uh, I almost got floody. Almost. If I had just a little bit more, I would have got floody. But those guys stayed out. They stayed out on the I don't know if they were on inners or heavy wets or what, but they stayed out on the wet tire for the entire run. Um, so yeah. Interesting weekend. Next we go to Tokyo South, which it can rain there, and it will be random as it always is. We'll see if we get rain at random, but it's not happened so far. So, we will see. But Let's move to the leaderboard. So for GTD Pro, finishing in first was Don't Need Time, who also took fastest lap, taking 21 points for the race, followed by Glovis. Sorry, Glovis.
We'll talk more about it after the standings. I gotta
Okay, all right. We'll talk about it. Okay. Um, Second was Glovis. Third was Floody. Just barely, barely. I almost got you, Floody. Uh, Fourth was myself. In fourth, collecting 11 points, followed by Camzilla. Then was Zanshin Berman. Then Zen, followed by Larry. And then I have these out of order. There we go. Arcane, then Coma, followed by who was after you, Coma?
Chaotica.
Chaotica? Chaotica was? Okay, yeah, yeah. Chaotica was followed by Junkai. Wow. Hey, he's
below that red line.
He suck. Oh,
Oh, you're
You
you're you're right. I just noticed that. That's why I couldn't find his name.
know, he gave you all that crap when you were below it last season.
You're right. You're right. So after Junkai was his teammate Preston, uh, you know what? Okay, let's just throw up the leaderboard here. So here's where we are. So we have Don't Need Time in first with total of 21 points, followed by Nismo with 20, Larry in 15 with 15 points. Glovish are tied in third with 15 points as well, followed by Floody with 13, tied with Zen, teammate, also with 13. Then myself with 11, who I am tied with Yukoma with also 11 points. Camzilla with 10, Chaotica with 9, tied with Berman. And then below relegation line, you know what, guys? Junkai, let's just call his ass. What do you think?
that's great.
I'm gonna call his ass. He's not getting out of this.
Well, which one of his friends is gonna pick up the phone for him?
I don't know. Let's see. Let's see if he picks it up. Can y'all hear that?
Kinda.
Hello,
Yo,
what's up?
hey, what's up? We're on the podcast, man. You know you're below the relegation line.
What?
You know you're below the relegation line.
No way.
Yeah. Yeah, you are. I just wanted to call and let you know that.
Fuck you.
Love you on the podcast. Great.
Coma and Glovis are here with me, and along with everybody on the internet. We wanted to let you know. We want to make sure that you didn't miss it.
Well, no, clearly, yeah, I don't have much to say on that. And after last race, I guess I don't have much to say on that,
Ah,
except for, yeah, I got nothing.
well, you should practice up for Tokyo. You definitely turn some laps on that, and you know,
So you guys realize that Tokyo is one of the daily races, right?
oh, are you practicing it?
I'm not even home.
We know where he's at.
Glovis says we know where he's at.
I'm literally in the woods in Greensboro.
Yeah. Yeah, of course he's in the woods. In the woods, don't lose.
Glovis said, of course he's in the woods.
Right, exactly. So no, I'm not practicing, and you guys better just get used to me being in fucking relegation, and I'm gonna be in GTD next year or season, whatever. Get used to it.
Okay. All right.
Bye.
All right. Well, have fun with was it 12 guys?
Yeah, yeah. All of you can go to hell. All of you. Stupid ass rain race. Track was never supposed to dry like that. Tires are never supposed to give out like that. Dumb.
And
That's
you're
all I
not
gotta
supposed
say.
to pick lap one.
Screw our rain races.
Yeah.
I'm not racing in rain.
Yeah.
Done.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, okay, nothing.
with a little bit of practice, if you practice a little bit more, you'll be above relegation. Don't worry. Just, you'll be able to get there.
And
Don't
a
worry. I got faith.
What the hell? Yeah. And Coma's on there?
Yeah, Coma's right here.
No, my ex-captain.
He's
Thanks.
he's having a beer. He's having a beer. You'll be happy to know. You'll have to watch the podcast to find out everything, but I
What's he
mean,
drinking?
well, you'll have to watch and find out.
And I have a great nickname for
That's
him.
better than what you are.
Oh, well, you'll be surprised at that too.
Really? No.
Probably not. We'll let you get back at it.
Yeah, all you guys can. Yeah, I'm not even going to say what I want to say because you're on the podcast. Whatever. Thanks for the insight.
You're welcome.
Mhm.
You're
Have
welcome.
fun.
Bye.
Yeah, bye.
Yeah, that was great.
Oh man. All right. Well, all right. So that is your leaderboard for GTD Pro.
We'll still finish first.
Yeah, he's gonna go rattle off 5 wins.
Yeah.
He's probably getting in the car right now, leaving whatever the hell work function he's doing to go home to spend the rest of the week. He's probably like, "Oh, guys, I got food poisoning. I gotta go home." And he's gonna head home and just drive Tokyo for the next 4 days or 14 days or however long.
But that's the thing that's good with that group that I like so much is that if you have some good race, you can go up on the standings. Like last season, I was doing shit, and I had one good race, the last one, and I jumped from I think just above the relegation line to being a captain, just with one good race. So it's really tight. So
Yeah. Yeah. And moving on to GTD, they had very similar race. Our safety car was 17, their safety car was 16. So very similar race. I don't think they got as aggressive of a rain as we got, if I don't remember correctly. We had a lot of rain 8 tiles. They, I think, was more rain 6, but still pretty heavy. Safety car was about the same. You guys, were y'all able to watch the GTD? Glovis, I know you did because we were obviously teammates together. But Coma, did you get to watch GTD?
I didn't watch the whole race. I watched probably 2/3 of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that there was a nice battle in between Bongit and Trasher or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, I think Thrasher finished third, which was really, really good finish for him. So yeah, he did really well. As a matter of fact, we'll go through the leaderboard here in just a second. He's doing quite well, in fact. But yeah, it was they had interesting same kind of thing that we experienced with the rain and just the difficulties and still fairly clean. I mean, as clean as a race at Fuji in the rain can be, I guess. I mean, you know, it changes the dynamic so much that it's kind of hard to be completely clean, but it seemed overall it was good. Um, Same kind of thing. So, Glovis, did you see anything that stuck out in your mind with GTD?
Not particularly, but it was my first race back, so I got to do the team comms this time, and it's so much
Yeah.
fun.
Team
Spotting
comms is awesome.
out because CM he was sharing his screen and I had Webos up, and spotting him and just kind of paying attention to both. Like the race goes just as quick. It's not even like it's kind of like it is so much fun. And I know I think they're missing like 3 guys, but still, even like the race is so close and not that it was nice to see, but like seeing spun out a few times, right? And usually sometimes when someone spins out, you hear like the no, no, no. Seeing it in real time as it happened was like heartbreaking. Like because he was pushing, he had up, the strategy was going to work out, track was drying up. And especially when it's your teammate and it's not like I just see the track, in the back or something going on, just see, oh, I feel for the guy. Because he
Yeah.
raced and swore it went right back. So, but Thrasher, he's above that green line.
Team Comms has added. I love it. I think it's great, especially when you're driving. It's much quieter, much more controlled. You're talking with just whoever's on your team comms, maybe just your co-driver or maybe a captain or two. You don't have a lot of distractions. You're able to talk through things without having to um, be coded or try to do like a football call of, Zen
Yeah.
always came up with some, yeah, yeah. Zen was always like, yeah, pink football, like, whatever, 26-5-1. That's what we're doing. And
Zed's also done the whole, not to pile on Zed, he's done a few times where he's like, hey guys, can we like quiet down? And it's last lap, and he'll cross the finish line and just be like, oh my God, that's crazy. And like everyone's still racing.
yeah,
All within like a 2 minute span of like, hey guys, be quiet, and then he'll cross and just erupt.
yeah. Yeah, I love team comms though because you get the ability to be able to communicate with your team, your co-driver, talk about things. Glovis, we talked the entire race figuring out our strategy because we literally had no real
Got on
strategy
in the morning.
in the morning. I mean, we kind of put it together right there, and then as we went, and so it's a lot of fun. And then spotting for Siam and Mr. Fish, it was cool. You're definitely a lot more engaged. Coma, do you like it? Do you prefer it?
So the first race came it was with Glovis, I think. So I
Mhm.
stayed with Junkai. We didn't talk much. So this race I was with Cam, and Sully was our chief. So it was keeping us updated because I have nothing on the VR. Like, I have no gap. I don't know what tire the other one are on. So it was just updating me on that. I like it for that you can adjust your strategy on the fly and you can talk to your teammate. I like it for that a lot. But I lose so much focus when I start talking. Like I said, that's my third season. I don't think I'd ever do or did a race talking. And I started talking to Cam and I was missing breaking point. I was like, I probably need to practice that to still nailing my breaking point and keeping my pace while thinking about strategy and talking. I don't know if that is because it's require me an extra effort to talk in English and understand English because that's not my first language. And 5 years ago, I was not speaking a word of English. So I don't know if that is also more difficult for me. But yeah, I lost so much focus when I start talking that I go out and I miss the breaking point and I miss the turning point. So I like it, but I will need to practice a lot more.
That's okay. When you have something to say, just say it in French to Cam.
Yeah, I'll try that.
He can respond in Spanish. He speaks Spanish, doesn't
Yes.
Yeah.
he? It'd be great. You don't want to take too many. It's okay. Being on comms with Junkai, you really don't want to. You don't want to take too many tips from him. I mean, he's not doing well, so he's not giving you any kind of real good advice anyway. So
He's ramming people out and all that. Yeah.
he is, yeah. So you're much better off. Yeah, much better. Yeah. So let's run through GTD's leaderboard. So uh, at the top is Bongit with 21 points leading out,
Cool.
followed by Izzy with 15 and Thrasher in third with 13 above promotion line, those three drivers. Still a good ways to go. Several races left, but that is where they're standing right now. Mr. Fish in fourth with 13 points. Dollars per win with 11. Tied is Creamy and Osmanian Devil. Got to be careful how you say that, with 10 points. Tied after them is Siam and Huge Jar, both with 8 points, followed by Jada in 10th with 7. Tied is Sully and Kuroskai with 6, and Saito with 4. Dirksey has missed the last 2 races. I know he was at a uh, golf tournament caddying for um,
Zach
Zach
Brown.
Brown with McLaren, which is really cool. If you haven't seen that in Discord, he's got a cool pick there. That was awesome. I'd have to miss a GT race to do that, to be honest. It's fair. And teams, where we're at in teams. So Team Wunderfought. I can't say it the way Webbo says it. He says it so good on his stream. Have y'all heard that? He said Wunderfought. They have 41 points, followed in second with Team Sony Interactive with 40 points. In third is Team 404 Motorsport, go Glovis, with 39. Fourth is Team Builder Racing with 37. Team NASCAR with 36. Predator Racing Team 35. And Team Pollo Loco with 31. Totally as a result of Junkai's performance in the last
I was
year.
gonna say, who's on that team?
Yeah, the Pollo Loco is Junkai and Preston, but it's not Preston's fault by
No.
any stretch of the imagination. Preston's done extremely well.
Boggett is top 3 every
Boggett-
race. So there is
Yeah.
one member of that team that probably is putting the whole team down.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
like having an
Preston-
anchor.
Carson's like drove that race with like 2 broken legs, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
And
he did.
Drukai's got to take that load off of him, and he's just not.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah,
I
it's
just
I mean,
gotta have your captain step up. Like they're giving it all they got,
mhm.
and he's leaving Preston out to dry. Bong, I don't know who's the fourth on their team, but
Dirksey, but he was caddying for Zach
he
Brown.
broke
So
both his legs too, I think.
I mean, what do you expect him to do? I mean, it's really a sad occurrence for those guys. So the crazy chicken team is going to have to, you know,
And I
have a
think
meeting or
too,
something.
if I'm not like mistaken, the team in last place at the end of the season's kicked out of the league, right?
Oh, yeah. But just the captain of that team.
Yeah, that okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure on that part, but I thought so.
Yeah. 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 No sense in you're not gonna punish all the other guys for
The captain
lack of leadership.
Shit.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So so that is GT World, both Pro and GTD. Uh Going over to GTD Sport. So let's look at the leaderboard there. First was or is Texas Speed Stars with 20 points. Second is Face with 16, followed by Roy Mustang and Son with 15. Johnny Snakes with 14. They are teammates, by the way. Roy Mustang and Johnny Snakes. They are both on Team Wunderful. Fifth is Priest with 11, tied with Young One, which also has 11. Cookies and Cream with 9, followed by DD214 Gaming with 8. Goodwill Hunter is ninth with 1 point. And after that is several drivers who have not driven in either of the first 2 rounds. So teams for that is 404 Motorsports in first, Team Wunderfort in second, Team Pollo Loco. They're doing good in sport, so their sport drivers, are helping them out there. Team Crazy Chickens are in third with 19. Team Builder Racing with 17, followed by Team Sony Interactive with 11, and NASCAR and Predator have accumulated nothing. So there's that. So that's where we're at with GT racing. Final thoughts?
almost had it. Me and Time crossed the finish line with a quarter second and had to go do an extra lap. So
You did. You were the only 2 to cross and do an extra lap, and just barely. And Yeah.
I didn't know where to put it in the turn one because mainly in chase cam, I can't see where the dry line is that well versus the wet line. So coming up, I I didn't know if I went wide in turn one how wet it was. If I did that, so I basically just put the car in the middle and he got me on the inside. So I almost
So
had I had the triple crown stricken stripped from me out of my bare hands. What was that, Coma?
did you know that you had to do an extra lap? Because on the stream, when I watched the stream, Weibo was 100%
You
sure
didn't
that
know.
the race, yeah, the race was done. Did you notice that you have another lap to do, or were you kind of like, I won the race?
No, so when I came up at the last turn, there was I timed it up because when I come up the last turn with the times I was getting, I was at like 125 and there was like 12, 13 seconds left. So I'm like, we're gonna get an extra lap. And looking back at it, I should have just slowed down.
Yeah.
But like I would have needed to basically slam on the brakes a few hundred meters early to not do it. So I had enough fuel, I had enough everything, but I should have just basically out of that turn parked on the apex.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the bottom line is if Don't Need Time had enough, if he was close enough to be able to do another lap, there was no way for you to prevent another lap from happening.
I would have
But
just slow down somewhere else.
Yeah.
Maybe in the last second, but I was avoiding that. I couldn't. I thought when we crossed it, it was so close because the times were all screwy because every lap got slower or faster and faster because the dry
Well,
line and we passed.
Coma's right. He called your victory on the stream, and
yeah,
then he was like, "Wait, they have to go another one," so he covered the whole lap. But it was, yeah, I mean, it was like 1 second or less than a second. It was right at it.
that was crazy. That final few turn in the final lap was so clean. That was so intense. I don't, is Donny time on VR as well? I think he was doing that race. That was one of the first one they was doing on VR. Yeah, it was.
I think about half the field in GTD Pro anyway is on VR. I think it's pretty close. Glovis, wouldn't you say?
I would, yeah,
I'd say it's about half.
at this point.
Yeah.
So I was not doing it in VR.
Oh, you were not. Okay.
I did it on a controller.
Oh, cheater.
Well, all right. To be fair, I haven't driven on a wheel since last season's finale. Maybe actually the endurance race, but I didn't practice till the morning because I spent all night making liveries. So, like, me and Mark haven't practiced. I have no clue what the strategy is, no clue what the rain is going to do. So I was like, and Fish and CM couldn't spot us. So I was like, all right, I need to be there because Merc can't see anything going on. And so I don't know how I got the pole. That came out of nowhere.
You probably did the good choice because you finished very well.
You did well.
Honestly, I've done every rain race on the controller, so I didn't think of it.
Try it on VR. I feel like the immersion when it's raining, it's another level. Like the sound of the rain, the wiper and all that. It's yeah.
It does. It absolutely, I 100% agree with you. It brings a whole nother level of immersion when that rain is coming down, the mist, you can't see anything. It's really, I mean, I was sweating a lot when I finished that race, like just the stress and how long you're locked in, and you're just like, oh my gosh, get me out of here. You know, but yeah, it is. It's a totally different experience. But
And
yeah,
Glovis, I love the livery you did for your team this uh for this race at Fuji and looks really good.
Oh, the Napster.
Napster.
I'm not good at livery and I always enjoy seeing your livery.
Well, I already got next week's ready to go, so I got it all written out. What I got to do. So I'm gonna change Cam's up. I made him a shark.
Yeah.
There's a few.
Nice.
I gotta get Don't Need Time outfitted right. He said he just threw Sackboy on his car and called it a day. So
Nice. All right. Well, guys, 2 weeks. Next round is going to be Tokyo South. So we'll see how that goes. That ought to be a lot of fun. For the rest of you in the league, next weekend is Sunday Cup. It is Glovis. It's your Sunday Cup race this Sunday, right? Red light, green light. Yeah. Okay. Those are always interesting. Glovis races make absolutely no sense on the rule sheet. They always find you questioning the intent or what's going to happen, but always turn out to be a ton of fun. So
Show up to Sunday Cup.
show up to Sunday Cup.
You,
You need a red car, a yellow car, and a green car. So if you show up in that, and yeah, I'm sure it's going to be fun. Every Glovis race is fun and interesting, and
And
uh,
also show up for the F1 series. It's fun. Thursday
yes,
night.
dude,
Thursdays,
that
Thursdays,
VR is
F1.
amazing. I agree with that.
It's a
Hey,
lot.
speaking of F1, have they fixed the steering?
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
have. Okay, good, good. Okay, the feedback.
That's why I didn't want to do it at first, and then it's a lot better. So, and in VR too, Como, you can do this. I put little cool messages and smiley faces on the Halo because
Oh yeah, I did it as well.
yeah. So if I didn't do it on the Mercedes this time, but I have in the past last season on the Genesis, I put smiley faces on the mirror on the left mirror so I could see.
Oh,
Kurt,
glove
you
it.
should jump on one of those races. It's a lot of fun. The group is fun. We don't need time is really, really fast, but we have a good time. And Saito is doing a really good job organizing everything. So
We appreciate his efforts and everything, and I might have to do that. I've strayed away from F1 because of the feedback, but as I understand, I think it sounds like they fixed
all
that,
back.
worked that kink out. So I might have to do that if I get back in town from being out of town for business on Thursdays. Then
Oh, where are you going?
man,
Turkey
I am
Street?
These
I'm
will be
all over the
12
place.
guys in the woods.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Usually I go by myself, but
There's 11 there. He's the 12th. He's leaving after this.
So, all right, guys. Coma, thanks so much for joining us. It was great to get you on the show. Thank you. Glovis, good to host with you again. Well done. Go Team 404.
Oh
And
yeah.
hopefully Junkai can get his life together and be able to, we got to pull his team up. He's got to get it together. So, until next time, guys, we'll see you. Good night.
Hold on.
Bye.